Good morning, good morning. How is everybody? Our Saturday morning caramel roll, cinnamon roll concoction. I haven't made these for a while. Good morning, Charity. I have not made these cinnamon rolls in a long time. I had a special request from a follower of the page, and so I am going to do a video so that you guys can learn how to do them as well. She actually had an earlier morning than me and had some company come over, and so she made them already. She said that they turned out really well, that everyone liked them. She did say that she did have to adjust the recipe a little bit. Her dough wasn't the consistency that she liked, so we're gonna see what happens. See if there's some sort of adjustment we need to make flour or butter wise. If you're just now jumping on, if you guys would do me a huge favor, thank you, Charity. I just got it. I ordered it through my friend, and it's like a high ponytail one. So there's like a spot for your regular hair, and then if you want a high pony, there's a spot in the hat to wear a high pony. So I like that. Good morning, Dad. Good morning, Taylor. If you guys are just jumping on, if you guys would do me a huge favor and share this video on your personal Facebook pages so that people can see what we're doing, get a feel for what's going on, and hang out with us. So I'm going to do Saturday cinnamon rolls. And then when we put our cinnamon rolls in the oven, we will do our giveaway. Saturday cinnamon rolls. We have about 40 people entered into our giveaway, so it's pretty selective. We're going to have 2 out of those 40. So I would say our odds are pretty good. So I'm going to get this posted across the social media platforms. All right. There we go. Then if we get some more names for our giveaway while we are cooking, I will be able to make an adjustment there. All right, so I have this pulled up so we can follow the recipe. All right, everybody, preheat your ovens to 400. Kaylin, good morning. So preheat our ovens to 400. We're gonna make these cinnamon rolls today. Like I said, my friend jumped on early this morning and got the recipe, and she made them already, said it was a huge hit, made a little change to the dough, she said, so we will see what happens when it comes to that time. So we're going to preheat our oven to 400 degrees, and then the recipe calls for a 9x9 baking pan, and they want you to brush the inside of the pan with butter. What I noticed back when I used to make them is that I used to spend a while trying to get the cinnamon rolls out without destroying them while they were hot. Good morning, Dawn. So what I'm going to do different this time, and you can either choose to join me or not, I am going to line my 9x9 with parchment paper. And so I just went ahead and cut out strips so that I can... See, Charity? I am sure there's probably some flaw of why that shouldn't work, or like that it doesn't get to the right temperature, doesn't hold the right temperature, whatever it is, but I use it all the time and my food turns out fine. I got tired of 35, 40-minute preheat times when I want to throw a frozen pizza in or whatever it was. So I found a little workaround for my oven that just takes so long to heat up. So I am going to spray my pan, my 9x9, so that my parchment paper will stick a little bit and it won't keep curling up in the edges. But what I did is, when it comes to a 9x9 baking pan, you obviously can't just use a regular sheet and lay it in there, because then you have crunchy corners and it just looks really messy, and you don't have enough room to lay your food in. And so what you do is you just cut little strips to fit vertically and horizontally, and then when your food is done, you can seriously just grab the edges and pull it up and lay it down on a serving platter or whatever dish you want your cinnamon rolls to be in. I just like this so that my cinnamon rolls don't stick. Because if I'm going to have a cinnamon roll, I want to make sure that I get the whole roll, you guys. I don't want bits and pieces. Dawn, so Charity and I have noticed that our ovens take forever to preheat. When I say forever, I turn it on and it's seriously 45 minutes to get to 350. Like it's a struggle. So she had messaged me 2 nights ago or last night to say, hey, when are you going to go on live so that I can have enough time to preheat my oven because it takes forever. So I let her in on my little trick that I use. And like I said, it may not be perfect. It may not use the right heating elements, so I eventually lose heat. But I turn my oven on broil for 5 minutes, and then I set the temperature of my oven, and so it gets the oven up to a hot enough temperature that the oven only has to take it a couple of degrees further with its regular heat source. So that's what I do because it takes forever and I have no patience. Because usually when I decide to bake something, I am ready to go. I want my oven ready. I want my butter softened. So like I took my butter out last night. My cream cheese I took out right away when I woke up this morning. I don't like waiting for things to be ready for me. That's like room temperature eggs. I taught you guys that little trick of warm water. Put your egg in the warm water and it will bring it to temperature so that you can use it without having to wait. So yeah. Good morning, Bree. I look like my mom with my hat on. Yeah, I'm sure, Brie, it would be yummy to snack on some cinnamon rolls in the car. But thank you for joining me, you guys. Our oven is preheated to 400. We have our 9x9 either coated with butter, or I put parchment paper in mine so that I can just lift them out and serve them. So, yeah. How is everybody this morning? So we've got our 9x9 baking pan ready. We are going to start cooking. I'm going to start running into the issue, guys. I've been making crock pot meals all week, and what I love about my mixing bowls is that they're carry big volumes of stuff and have lids so that I can use them as storage in my fridge. Well, I've had so many crock pot meals that we have so much leftover food in my fridge that literally like all my mixing bowls are being used as Tupperware right now in my fridge. So we're going to have to switch to the old tried and true Pyrex bowls, because I am out of my other ones. All right, so what we are gonna do first is wipe out my mixing bowls because they haven't been used in so long. They are so dusty. All right, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna whisk our flour, our white sugar, our baking powder, and our salt all together. How is everyone this morning? I feel like I haven't talked to everybody in a while, but really, I was just on yesterday making a crock pot meal, so I'm not sure why I feel so isolated from you guys. Maybe it's just a different group on the weekend baking with me, and maybe that's why. Beth, good morning, good morning. How are you? All right, here we go. So we need 2 cups of all-purpose flour. What I have also started doing lately is I bought myself a kitchen scale. And these recipes that I've been running into that have like the flour and the sugar and stuff like that out in grams. Oh my gosh, you guys. I don't know why everybody doesn't just use grams and uses these cups. Because what I hate is when you are using things that are all powdery and sugary and whatever, that you get it everywhere. It's everywhere all the time. There's no neat way to measure out flour. There's no neat way to do powdered sugar. But there is, because I put all of my stuff in these new airtight containers. Good morning, April. How are you? Are there any cinnamon rolls left? And then, so you just take your kitchen scale and your bowl, and you literally just dump until you get the right grams instead of dipping this cup in and leveling it off and tapping it out. Like, it's a lifesaver. I don't know why everybody doesn't do it, but they don't, so we're going to be making a mess today. So we are going to do 2 cups of all-purpose flour. You know what I'm going to do first? Hold on. Hold that. We are going to... I like to just have this ready. We are going to do our 3/4 of milk and an egg first. because I like to have that ready and mixed together to just throw into our flour mixture. So 3/4 milk, and I am not joking about the calories today, so I'm going to use whole milk, but you can use other types of milk. It will not make or break it. So only a couple. That's a good sign. They were a hit. All right, 3/4 cup of milk. Then we want an egg. And then I am going to mix that up. I am just all over the place this morning, you guys. I had to wake up early this morning. Not that early. 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock's early for us. I had to wake up because our septic system. So we're going to take this milk and we're going to mix this egg in. Good morning, Brock. Good morning. Good morning, Evelyn. So the last week we have been dealing with septic system issues. Literally poop water backing up into like our downstairs toilet and shower and stuff. It's been a mess, and my husband works out of town for a long time at a time, so he's been gone for 2 weeks. So I've been dealing with it, and yeah, they came at 9:30 or 9 o'clock this morning to look at my septic system and figure out what's going on and all sorts of stuff. So I just got to stand out in the cold while I watched a company pump my septic system for the second time in a week. So it was fun, you guys. Really fun. All right, so we've got our milk and our egg. Now we are going to jump back to where I was. Bree, what are you saying in Great Lakes? Lacey is with you too, just driving, listening with me. These Celine girls are jamming to Celine and leaving the Twin Cities. Good morning, Brooke. You're sweet. My friend Bree and my friend Lacey went to Celine Dion last night, so they are still jamming her music and driving home. So we're going to do 2 cups of flour. I'm going to use my sifter just because I'm mixing a bunch of powders together. I like to be able to sift them together. It makes me feel like I'm getting a better mixture of the ingredients. All right, so we've got our 2 cups of flour. Then we only need 2 tablespoons of white sugar. So not the confectioner's sugar, but the granules. So we want 2 tablespoons. How is everybody today? I hope everybody's day had a little better start than mine. But it's gonna improve because we are gonna get yummy cinnamon rolls in the oven. I did decide I love cinnamon rolls. Don't get me wrong. I was raised on cinnamon rolls. I was born and raised in Las Vegas. And cinnamon rolls is the norm, you know, Cinnabon and things like that. Well, whenever I'd come up and visit my grandma and grandpa in Bismarck, my grandma always made these delicious, caramely goodness, and they were caramel rolls. Well, the only time I ever had them is when I visited my grandma in Bismarck. Well, I have them all the time now that I live here, and so I thought, you know what, let's try to twist this cinnamon roll recipe a little bit and make it caramel rolls somehow, because I love caramel rolls, but they are hard to make. The whole dough process and the rising and stuff like that, I struggle with it every time. I think I've made them once in the last 5 years for my husband and haven't made them again. So I'm going to see if these will work, converting them into caramel rolls. You haven't sifted in forever. It's definitely something I tried to do, especially in the summertime here with all of our moisture in the air with our flour and our cocoa and stuff like that. It gets it sometimes kind of just chunks together, you guys. We're at 20 live views, you guys. 5 more to hang out with me for 5 minutes, and we'll do 3 giveaways today. Think about that. Hi, Jeffrey. How are you? Evelyn, you're at work, but you wish you could make cinnamon rolls. Maybe if I have enough time after I am done making them, I will bring them up for you girls at the salon. Maybe, if you're lucky, because I have something to pick up at Best Buy. All right, so we've got our flour, our white sugar. We're going to do baking powder, 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I also wanted to make sure I gave a huge, ginormous, good morning, Shannon, a huge, ginormous shout out, thank you, to my friend, Ashley Davis, Olsen, Sacklick, whatever you want to call her. I texted her at like 8 or 9 o'clock last night. So 2 teaspoons of baking powder. I texted her really late last night and was like, Mayday, Mayday, I need a 9x9 pan. I don't have one anymore. It somehow has lost my possession. And she was so sweet. She came really early this morning, like little Santa Claus, and left it on my doorstep this morning. So when I opened the door for the septic people, there was my 9x9 pan waiting for me. So big shout out to her for saving me. I did need it today, and she helped me out. Ooh, Megan's at work too. See, it's a double whammy. And if the baby was there, I would definitely come. But I guess I'll settle for just you guys. All right. So we've got our baking powder. Now we need to do our salt. And then we will just sift this together really quick. Just a teaspoon of salt. Because we do add salt into this mixture, I use unsalted butter. I think when I have made them in the past, I used salted, and it didn't mess them up. It didn't make them too salty or anything like that. So I think it might just be preference when you're baking. People do prefer the non-salted kind, but it's kind of to each your own. I kind of like the salty sweet concept, so it never really bothers me. Good morning, Crystal. How are you? Heather, good morning. How is everybody? You guys, we are at 22 live views. If we get to 25 and it stays there, we're doing 3 giveaways today, you guys. Like, how exciting would that be? All right, so we got that all sifted together. Now, we are going to take our 3 tablespoons of softened butter and work it into the flour mixture with our hands. So I'm going to take my and rings off the best I can so that it doesn't get all gunked up with butter, because that is not my favorite thing to happen. So I had my butter sitting out last night to soften it. So we're going to do 3 tablespoons, and we are going to just work it into this mixture. Good morning. Yes, Crystal, I've already had a compliment about my hat, so thank you. Crystal is who I got my hat from, and it is awesome. I love it. It was actually really cute. I was sitting on the computer this morning, and I was entering in some names for the giveaway, and Grayson went into my room, went into where we store our hats, grabbed this hat out, came over and sat it on the table. So I'm not sure if he was telling me he liked my hat or if Mommy was having a bad hair day and needed to cover it up. So I listened to him. April, surprisingly, when I stuck this butter in and got the flour around it before I started smushing it, it wasn't too bad. It's not like you would think it would be, but yeah, dough is not my favorite thing to work with. But for you, my love, I am making these. So, Kyle, good morning. We had 26 live views there for a second, and then we lost the 4. It jumps so much. So once I see that 25 stay there, you guys, I will, if my hands aren't all sticky with dough, I will stop what I'm doing and I will enter 25 names in, and we will do another giveaway. Thank you, Brooke. Yeah, but Mommy was having a bad hair day today, so I think he saved me.
Mommy.
Yes.
I'm
I'm making cinnamon rolls. He told me last night he didn't like cinnamon rolls or caramel rolls. He wanted caramel, or he wanted chocolate rolls. I'm like, I don't even think a such thing really exists. But,
Mommy,
so,
I just want a snack.
I'll give you a banana.
I want another snack.
Okay, I'll bring you one when my hands aren't all floury, okay?
I want banana.
Climb the gate then. I have a dog gate that closes off our living room because we have a litter box in there and our dogs like to eat litter. Why do you think you messed it up, April? So we want to just get this butter nice and mixed in. It will kind of turn this mixture, it'll look a little bit more like coarse sand and not so much like flour. So I got that butter nice and mixed in. I'm going to wipe whatever leftover butter is on my hand. Of course, the one ring I left on is all gunked up. But, so we do that. We got that mixture all in, and then we're going to, I already beat my eggs and my milk together, and then we're going to pour this into the flour mixture and stir it with a spatula until a soft dough forms. Yes, Kingston? Huh?
I'm trying to climb over the gate.
You trying to?
I'm
Not working? Hold on. I'm going to let my kid out of the living room. You got to move that so I can help it. Move it back. Okay, Grayson, no. Just Kingston, can you get some snacks for you guys and then go back and watch watch Minions. Okay, you guys. Sorry about that. Good morning, Mary. How are you? Lumpy. Rachel, welcome. First time viewer. That might, so I'm assuming, April, did you just, you hadn't softened your butter, so you needed to nuke it. So that is very possible. Because what happens there too is if your butter gets too hot, the fat and the cream separate from each other, and that could have really affected it as well. Tough to say. I would say that would be, I think there's some in the fridge, buddy. So we're gonna mix this with our spatula until a soft dough forms. Yeah, that would be my guess, April. So I'm assuming that's the part you were referring to when you were trying to make your dough. You said you had to add some butter in while you were kneading it. So I would say that is probably why. You don't want the ones in the fridge, Kingston?
Okay. I don't know how to get them out.
What do you say, Grayson? Please? We got kiddos. They're just always hungry. Can't wait for the cinnamon rolls. So.
I can't get them out.
Because you want a banana one? And there's not a banana in the fridge? All right, you guys. Sorry for the chaos all the time. Yep, that would be my guess, April. Because this seems to be doing... They're all right here. All right. So until a soft dough forms, and then we're going to turn the dough out onto a floured work surface and roll it out. I would say, yeah, mine's pretty doughy. We will see how well I can get that to roll out. It's pretty sticky. Kingston, do you want to hand them to me? Grab them. I don't know why you're growling at me. Go. All right, put those back. Grab yourself a cup somewhere.
I'm going to put these in the fridge.
All right, find a spot in the fridge. All right, while I am doing this, so I use, my mother-in-law got me one of these. It's a silicone pastry mat non-stick. Good morning, Chrissy. How are you? Because I just hate it. My kitchen counter isn't the best for flouring. I need a cup, baby.
Okay.
So what I use is this awesome thing. My mother-in-law got it for me. She gets me all of my cool baking stuff. So shout out Kim Peterson. You are my lifesaver when it comes to baking. She gets me the coolest, neatest things. So what I love about this mat, besides the fact that it is very non-stick and it allows me to work with doughs and like cookie doughs and pastry doughs and whatever without the struggle. Tell me no. We have a dog stealing crackers over here. We're a mess today. All right, so what I love about this is it comes with diagrams so that if you are making a pie, you can make your crust the right size without having to guess. Thank you. It also has measurements in rulers right here, this red. There's measurements on it. It also has dimension conversion, weight conversion, volume conversion, and oven temperature Celsius to Fahrenheit conversion, which is awesome. Good morning, Bree. How are you? You might need to get some ice cubes.
Okay, well.
All right, you guys. So we're going to do this. I'm going to just flour it a little bit, but with this awesome silicone non-stick, I don't need much flour at all, and that's what I love about it, is because with my countertop without it, I was having to use so much flour. It was ruining my pastry doughs and stuff. It was getting really dry and really floury, and good morning, good morning. So I love it for that reason. It allows me to work with those without having to add so much flour to my surface. So, I should have floured my hands before I did that. Can you help your brother, please? All right. So, I am going to flour my hands a little bit so that I can work with this dough. So, we're going to get it kind of put into a ball. And then I'm going to roll it out. This is pretty sticky this morning. So we'll see if it is able to roll out a little bit. I'm gonna actually add a little more flour. I am having a hard time with this dough this morning. It is sticky. There we go. A little bit better. Yeah, it's sticking to my mat and everything. Trial and error, you guys. Shared to 6 groups, Dawn. Thank you. That is so much appreciated. All right, so we're gonna flour up the surface again and try and figure out. Gonna try and rub my hands off, because obviously if you've got dough stuck to your hands, it's gonna attract other dough to your hands. So I'm gonna try and get that dough off of there. And then, good morning, Jessica. How are you? You guys, we have 30 live views. So if those people are still there at 11:35, we're gonna enter your guys' name into a giveaway. So what your job is right now during these 5 minutes is comment so that I have your name. Because if you don't comment, I can't see you and I don't know that you're here. So if you wanted to be entered into a giveaway, comment your name and we will get this going. Normally I have people here to help me and assist me, but we've got Tia, we got Jessica. So we will say, we got Madison. All right, let's go this way. All right, so we are gonna do this giveaway. I would assume these people are gonna hang out with us for a while. So it's your job to comment your name to get entered into the giveaway. Yep, we got Jessica Williams. We've got Tracy. We've got my dad. We've got Tammy. Carissa. Taylor. Keep it going, guys. 44. You guys, this is awesome. Chrissy. April. Brooke. Did I get Tammy already? Do we have 2 Tammys here? Tammy Condon. Nope, we got 2 Tammy. Okay, just one. Perfect. Tammy. Sandy. Dawn, I think I got you right in the beginning. Yep, Dawn. We got Bree Given. Rachel. Taylor. Looks like we have 2. Nope, Taylor. Okay, we got Taylor Anderson. California, all the way in California. Yes, Lacey, I will put your name in. Since I know you are actively watching, but being safe and keeping your eyes on the road. All right, you guys, I'm going to read the names that I have. If you don't hear your name, please comment it, because we are going to do our giveaway. We have Dawn, we have Tia, we have Jessica, we have Madison, we have Charity, Tracy, Dean, Tammy, Carissa, Taylor, Chrissy, April, Brooke, Sandy, Bree. We have a Bree Given and a Bree Sattler. Rachel, Lacey. All right. So those are who we have right now. We've got, yep, it's 11:35 now. All right, you guys, here it goes. We are gonna do this giveaway so that I can get these cinnamon rolls going. I must not have my camera flipped. There we go. All right, you guys, have everybody's name in there. We'll get rid of since nobody else has their last name going. All right, we have it set. Let's do the third. No, let's do this. Yeah, let's do the third name drawn out of the hat. Carissa, sorry, no such luck. Dean, sorry, no such luck. All right, and the last name is, think hard thoughts. April. Wow, that's awesome, April. That works out, you guys. April is who wanted me to do this recipe today, so that is so awesome. So April, your job, just message me when it's convenient for you. Send me your shipping information, and we will give you something exciting. You guys, thank you for hanging out with me. That was awesome. Yep, our next giveaway would be 50 live views. If we hit that and it stays for 5 minutes, you guys, we will do another giveaway. So we've got our dough. I'm going to flip back to our recipe. All right, so we're gonna do it, work it into a 1/4 inch thick rectangle. So that was awesome, you guys. I am so excited. That felt so good, and it worked out. April, that was like the best stroke of luck I have ever witnessed in a giveaway before. So congratulations. That's awesome. Thank you for tuning in with me. Thank you for watching with us. Even though you had already made these this morning, I appreciate you hanging out and recommending a yummy treat this morning. So I'm gonna work this out a little bit. My dad used to have an awesome rolling pin, and it used to have a piece of linen on it, and that made his rolling way better, and things never stuck to it. So I'm thinking it's about time that I invest in that, because I am struggling with this dough today. It does not want to stop sticking to me. So we're gonna get this turned out a little bit. Definitely not a rectangle, but we'll get there. Yep, it's gonna stick. Oh man, you guys. This is gonna be a mess. This is why I haven't made these in forever, you guys. My dad is not a baker per se. He's not a professional. You guys, this is bad. This is why I don't make cinnamon rolls. I'm just not good at it, I don't think. Ugh, this dough is just sticky, sticky, sticky. Okay, no, my dad's not a baker. He's actually an engineer, but he loves cooking, loves baking, has taught me tons in my life. All right, you guys, SOS, somebody help me. What am I supposed to do with this dough being this sticky today? I don't know what to do. I'm losing half of the dough on my hands, more than half the dough on the mat. This is why we do this live and in color, so that you guys can hopefully avoid making any mistakes like I do, hopefully avoid any kind of mess. We are just really gonna flour this up and see where it gets us, because this is turning into a nightmare trying to get this rolled out. So we're gonna get this all worked in. Get our dough all put together. Hope for the best. This is why my poor dough recipes are always a struggle for me, because I can't ever stop it from sticking. Flour my roller. I did, Dad. I floured it 3 or 4 times. I floured my mat. It's even a silicone mat. It's supposed to be like even more non-stick, and what's happening is once I roll it out, it's sticking to the unfloured layers of the dough. So we're gonna try this again, you guys. Wish me luck. This roller is pulling the flour off of my dough, causing my dough to stick. So I'm gonna probably just have to flour as I go along and hope for the best. I'm gonna flour. We're gonna do our best, you guys. We're gonna do this. I floured under my dough, Dad. I did. I floured everywhere. You can see the mounds of flour coming out from underneath it. So we are gonna do our best, you guys. I think we are almost there. And we are gonna hope that it's not sticking to my mat underneath. Okay. See, and I don't know, I feel like, you know, in the wintertime, my humidity isn't that high, but it must be today we have a lot of moisture going on. All right, so we've got this rolled out the best we can into a rectangle. We're gonna brush the surface with 2 tablespoons of melted butter. So I'm just gonna take, we have egg in that, let's do this. I'm gonna melt some butter. It's already room temperature, so it won't take much in the microwave to melt that, and then we're gonna brush it onto the surface. That's what you had to do, yeah. If the roller doesn't work, try glass. I have done that before, thank you, I appreciate that. So if I keep struggling, thankfully I think I'm done. My biggest hurdle will be when I start to roll it. We'll just hope that I can roll it off of the mat. Nope, need a little bit longer, and then we will brush our surface with the butter. Another thing my mother-in-law has gotten me, my little cute, I have like miniature everything when it comes to baking, which is fun. Lyle, how are you? All right, so we are going to butter our surface so that when we put our cinnamon, our cinnamon and our sugar down, it has a surface to stick to. Get it all buttered up. All right. Here we go, 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Then we're gonna whisk together white sugar, brown sugar, and cinnamon together in a small bowl. I'm just gonna use this. So we need white sugar, half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, and ground cinnamon. So thank you guys for bearing with me with my dough fiasco. Half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar. I'm going to use light brown sugar. It doesn't say which you could use, so it is up to your preference if you like the molasses of the dark brown sugar or if you like it lighter. So half a cup of white sugar, half a cup of brown sugar, a teaspoon of ground cinnamon, and I realized today that I have officially ran out of cinnamon. So we got our cinnamon in there. I'm gonna have to do a little bit of this because I did not have as much cinnamon as I needed, you guys. Always check. What happens is, like, I buy a lot of an ingredient and I buy it almost every time I go to the grocery store, and then I realize it and then I'm like, oh, I shouldn't buy that, I have a bunch of it. So then I stop buying it for a while and then I end up running out because I haven't bought it in a while. So I got Bryson, he looks hungry or thirsty or lost. All right. Good morning, Alexis. How are you? How's the baby? All right, I am going to mix this up. So we've got our brown sugar, our white sugar, our cinnamon. Then we're gonna sprinkle half of the cinnamon sugar mixture onto the baking dish, and then we're gonna sprinkle the remaining of the sugar onto the dough. I am going to just use the last of my butter and kind of paint it on my baking, the very, very bottom of my baking dish. Since I didn't coat it with butter and I used my parchment paper, I want it to be able to stick a little bit. Grayson, there's one in the fridge. He wants to be like brother and wants one of those breakfast shakes. Watching the show. Hi, Ollie. Hi, baby Ollie. How are you? I saw he was wearing that so cute Vikings outfit that Rory got him. So cute. All right, so I did that. we're gonna do half and half. We're gonna sprinkle half of this in here. And then we are gonna sprinkle the rest on here. All right. There we go. Got a chunk of sugar there. So, oh, he's lining up the drinks. Grayson is the cutest. Thank you, Taylor. He is my miracle child. He was born 9 weeks early at only 4 pounds. So, he's big boy now, though. He made up for it. All right. So, there we go. We got it in the bottom of our baking dish. We have the rest rolled onto this dough. We're gonna roll the dough around the filling to form a log, and then we're gonna cut into 18 rolls and place them in the prepared baking dish. April, if you're still watching, did you get 18 rolls? I don't feel like I can fit 18 in a 9x9. I don't remember, but we're gonna get this nice and rolled up. You guys, these are so floury on the outside. What's wrong? There's one in the fridge. You want one? So we're gonna get this rolled up nice. You got 13. Yeah, I'm thinking, I mean, I would think like maybe 4 across and 3 deep, maybe 12, maybe something like that. You got a perfect baker's dozen. The one in the fridge, Grayson. All right, we are almost completely rolled up. We managed to not stick to this, which is a win, you guys. That is exciting. That looks pretty good, you guys. Let me get it in the frame a little bit. You rolled yours the opposite way. Oh, you went horizontally? Or did you roll towards yourself? How did you roll the opposite way? Oh, April, I think you and I are going to be really good friends. I want to say you and I have similar baking styles. I want to be able, they say to use, like that tight twine. I wish I had non-flavored floss. That's what they say to use. But all of mine is like minty floss. So I'm just going to use this. Hopefully this knife is sharp enough that I can get a nice clean cut off of it. Hoping to be able to see my measurements, but the inches go the other way so that I can get Does it say 18? I got like 19. You went horizontally. Oh, April. Perfect. They looked good, so I don't think it mattered. But why are you running, Kingston? Can you say good morning to Papa? He's watching you. And so is Auntie Bree.
Hi, Auntie Bree.
And Miss Lacey. That worked really well. Good morning, Tanya. How are you? Yes, videos are always helpful. Obviously, I cheated. I could have sent you a video that somebody made that would have probably helped a little bit. But, I mean, we just get to hang out. And that's what I want. So, here we go, you guys. So we've got that all cut out. And then we are going to place them into our baking dish and bake them for 20 to 25 minutes. I don't know how I'm going to fit all of these in here, you guys. but we will figure it out.
Okay. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. This one doesn't. Come on.
Good morning, Ashley. How are you? Tanya? Yes, super yummy. Taylor, I know. Think about a little girl. So cute. Thank you, though. My kids are, they are my life. They are my boys. Another one would be nice, but not ideal. So we're probably done with the kiddos. Yes, I'm hungry too, Dawn. This is kind of torture. Yes, Tammy. Please make them for you and your kiddos. Yep, I'm gonna kind of just shove these in here. So I fit most of them in. They're kind of smushed now at this point.
Don't touch them.
They have been relatively easy, Kim. I'm not gonna say they were super easy. I did run into a little bit of a hiccup with the dough rolling out. It was really sticky, so I did have to flour it up quite a bit. But what I do love about these, I'm gonna pop these in the oven while I'm chit-chatting. Remember, 400 degrees is hot. Hot, hot, hot. So when you open your oven, please open it away from your face. Let that heat escape, and then put your food in. So we are gonna throw those in there for 20 to 25 minutes. But yes, so it was relatively easy to make. What I love about them is that they don't use inactive yeast, so we don't have to wait for them to rise. That's really huge in my book. Like I said earlier in the video, I don't really have patience for things. So rising yeast is just not one of them. Save you, Ashley, from my birthday party. Nothing like yours. I would say yours looked really good. You guys, here, we're going to put April on blast for a second.
Mommy.
Yes, baby.
I put all the
Milkshakes in the fridge? Thank you, sweetie.
Yeah.
So, she posted a picture on my post of the cinnamon rolls. You guys, she did a good job. Don't let her fool you into thinking, oh, see, my phone doesn't even want to. Don't let her fool you into thinking those were bad in any way. Look at that. Yummy cinnamon rolls. They looked so good. And don't know why you doubt yourself, April. I think you did a good job. Okay. Put my rings back on. Yes, Tanya, watch a replay when I am all done. But you guys, do you remember what is going to happen when I put, sorry, these have names on them. I want them the right way. What I said was going to happen when I put the cinnamon rolls into the oven. We're going to do our giveaway. Yep. So to be entered into this giveaway, you needed to like or comment on a post that I did that said giveaway ×2, because we're going to do 2 giveaways. All right. So I've got our names entered in for the people that liked and commented on that post. I am going to jump over to that post. Just double check that nobody else has jumped on and said anything on it. All right, we got that, we got that, we got that. New likes coming, good work, it says. Tristan and Dean like a video. Tammy shared my post. All right, so I'm going to jump onto here, see if there is any new stuff. We had 31 comments and 32 likes. We're going to see if that changed it all. It's okay, buddy. Tammy, what'd you miss? The recipe? Because we are going to have a replay here for you to watch. 32 comments and 31 comments and 32 likes. All right, you guys. So, I have everybody's name all typed up for the people that liked and commented on that post. If you are watching right now and you know you didn't like or comment on the post and you want to be entered in, you have the next minute to comment on this post, your name, and I will enter you in just because I'm feeling super happy that we have had 25 views for way more than 5 minutes this morning. Thank you guys. You're awesome. I appreciate it. April was our first winner today. We have 2 more giveaways. Taylor, thank you for all the loves. 2 more giveaways. Tammy, you got it, girl. I will enter your name in. All right, so we did fishing in the pond. We did magic hat. Should we do, let's do crane claw picker maybe? Bree Given, you got it, girl. Okay. How is everybody? How do you say your name? CG? Kaiji? CG? Can you spell it phonetically so I don't butcher it? Sarah, I feel like you commented on the post, Sarah. Yeah, you're in there, baby. You got it. Tanya, I will enter you in. All right, you guys. We've got our claw machine up. I'm going to enter in the names I have currently, and then I am going to snag the names, the new names today. All right, so we've got Tanya, never. If I spelled your guys' names wrong, I'm so sorry. CG, got it. Perfect. Thank you. I really appreciate it. I know it makes my skin crawl when people butcher my name, so I just want to be able to ask if I ever butcher your name, you guys, don't let me keep doing it. Please correct me. I will not think you're rude at all. I'm Riley Peterson, not Patterson, and welcome to my show. All right, you guys, so we've got Bree Given. Bree, we got you on there. We have our Bree Sattler on there. Sarah Maxwell, you were on there. Madison Madison, I like the way you spell your name. It is very different, and I like it. But my computer does not. It keeps trying to change it. Madison. All right, you guys. So, let's do it. Madison, I've got you. CG, I got you. Tammy, got you. Bree, quit making fun of my name. All right, so I'm going to holler these names out super fast, and then we are going to do 2 giveaways. Let's say, April, since you already won today, give me 2 numbers between 1 and 10 so that we can, why did nobody tell me my fridge was open? All right. Pick 2 numbers, April, between 1 and 10, and those will be what number. Oh, she's messaging me right now, so she might not be paying attention. April, come back. April, if you pop back on here. All right. I think she is sending me a message so she gets her giveaway thing, but she's in this one too. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she's in this one. Yep. April, are you back? Thanks, Dad. Thank you for my fridge. April, 3 and 6. Thank you. All right, so the 3rd name picked and the 6th name picked. Those are our 2 winners. So I am going to read these out really quick. Alexis Standish, Alyssa Gatormson, Andrew Edwards, Anna Darius Smith, Ashley Green, Charlene, Courtney Arabakakis, Courtney Ross, Daniel Hatley, Don Evans, Dean Rasmussen, Elijah LeBoy, Evelyn Healy, Francesca Duke, Haley Birdall, Jamie Wilkie, Jamie Gale, Josh Bush, Kyle London, Lacey K. Block, Maggie Scholes, Martha Deaton, Mary Brady, Natasha Zietz, Sarah Vanetta, Sarah Maxwell, Shanna Eisenbray, Tani Magnus, Taylor Anderson, Tiffany Zhang, Tracy Klein, April Page, Bree Sattler, Danae Mossbrucker, Anna Mo Kniffin, Sandy Bear Johnson, Misty Whitefeather, Kate Rock, Jenna Walker, Megan Bartz, Madison Morris, Bree Given, Tammy Condon, CG Ray, Tawny Navarez, Megan Bartz. I think I've started back. Yep, I started back at the top. Okay. You were going to say the fridge was open, but one didn't want to supervise from far away. All right, so we got the names set. 3 and 6, you guys. 3 and 6. Can we see? Yep. All right. Here we go. Here is number 1. When your name comes up, I'm sorry, I do remove you. So you cannot come up again. Sorry, Josh. Good morning, Kelly. How are you? Tiffany, I am sorry, sweetie. You are not. All right, you guys. Number 3. Evelyn Healy. I don't know if you went back to work, but if you didn't, please message me your shipping details. If you are currently working, I will just come and see you in a little bit, and I will tell you that you won. If somebody would take a screenshot of that for me and send me in a message, like Bree or somebody. On your way to Mexico, Kelly. Nice. All right. Oops. I did not delete her name. So I did not want her to come up again. So we've got, all right, set. Here we go. So this is number 4, Annette Niffin. I am so sorry, Annette. Number 5, Megan Bartz. Oh, Megan. Dang it. All right, you guys. Number 6, Alyssa Gatormson. If you are watching, send me your shipping information, and I will send you your giveaway prize. Oh, you guys, that's exciting. We did 3 giveaways. You guys, I have never been so excited. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you, Bree, for the screenshots of that. I appreciate it. You guys, we hit 25 live views and beyond, and you guys are still hanging out with me. That's so awesome. I've never been so excited. I have. That's when I hit 1,000 likes and follows on my page. But now this is like a whole new happiness. All right, so we got our cinnamon rolls in the oven. They're baking. We only have 10 minutes left on them. I am going to make our cream cheese icing to go on our cinnamon rolls. I'm also going to make some caramel sauce that I'm going to put on mine, and it's going to be yummy. This is my go-to caramel sauce. I love making it. It's super easy, super yummy. I highly recommend it if you need any kind of caramel sauce. I don't like store-bought like ice cream topping. It leaves a weird film on the roof of my mouth, and I don't like it, so I always make my own. It's super easy. Brown sugar, butter, and heavy whipping cream. That's all you need. Super easy. You don't need some special thing to tell you the temperature of the mixture. Nothing crazy, just kind of delicious. So I did have 3 little leftover cinnamon rolls that did not fit in my pan. So you guys, because of my septic system disaster, I was not able to use any water for the last 2 days. I was awful. So I have like a sink full of dishes. I had tons of laundry. And the guy who did my septic system said that I'm only allowed to do like a load a day until my septic system is back to normal. So that's fun. Grayson loves the bourbon in his caramel sauce. Yes, congratulations to all the winners. You guys, I do those giveaways for you guys to show you how much it means to me that you're watching me. So much so, it's to get real about it. I don't make any money doing this. This is all my passion. This is all me wanting to teach people how to cook and have fun and feed their families, and that it isn't hard, and I don't want people to get discouraged. So much so, that's how much you guys mean to me, and I appreciate it, is I am spending money out of my own pocket to show you how much it means to me, how much you guys mean to me, that you come and hang out with me and cook with me. I mean, it's just, I can't even begin to explain how much I appreciate it, honestly. So just know that you guys mean the world to me. I hope that we become like family. I love the relationship April and I have never met, but I love the relationship that we have already gained through some comparables, you guys. All right, so we're gonna make this cream cheese frosting. I have a block of cream cheese. It says that we need only 4 ounces. I hate this. They do the ounce thing on here, but it's like not straight. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're just gonna try and cut it in half the best we can. It is softened, so it is easier for us to use. Good morning, Kayla. How are you? I guess we're working on afternoon almost. So almost good afternoon. Thank you guys. Thank you, Tammy. Thank you, Dawn. So we've got our 4 ounces of cream cheese softened, 1 cup of powdered sugar. I almost used my flour, you guys. That would not have been yummy frosting. So, a cup of confectioner's sugar. I think I am going to sift this as well to get us a nice, smooth cream cheese frosting. So, 4 ounces of cream cheese, a cup of confectioner's sugar, yeah, this definitely needed it. This powdered sugar is seen better days. We've got big old chunks in there. This is why I sift. So, those big old chunks would have been in my frosting, making it not smooth, not creamy, not how I would want it. So, cup of confectioner sugar, 4 ounces of cream cheese, 1/4 cup of butter, softened butter, and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So, 1/4 of cup here. I'm gonna cut this in half as well. Kind of just eyeballing it. Good morning. Your boys are working on needing lunch. Yeah, my kids always need food. Always. I am in Des Lacs, North Dakota. It is next to Minot, where our Air Force Base is. Where in Iowa do you live? See, this is crazy, you guys. April and I have been talking back and forth for the last day, and we don't know each other, and it's awesome. I love to get to know new people, to share baking tips and tricks, and it was fun for her to be able to talk to me and send me a message this morning saying that she had family coming and that she had to make it without me, and send me her picture. I mean, it was just awesome. It was amazing, you guys. I am worried that my egg beaters were some of the things that didn't get washed. Oh man. Alright, so that's a mess. If you guys are just tuning in and you're like, wow, that lady needs to do dishes, you guys, I haven't been able to use water for the last 2 days, so I have all of my dirty dishes in the sink in water, but I can't run it. But I can now. But I am going to have to move this into my stand mixer because my hand mixer blades are dirty. You guys, I just remembered I forgot to post my crock pot meal from last night. I ate it and forgot to post a picture. Inky, just a sub of Des Moines. Nice! I think I have been to Des Moines. I think my dad has taken me there once upon a time. Boys, Kingston, don't be mean to your brother, please. All right, you guys, bear with me. I'm gonna get this all mixed up, and then I am gonna jump over and teach you guys my super, super, super quick trick for making caramel. Super, super easy, super quick, and super yummy. All right, I'm probably gonna have to add more vanilla in, but we will see. Alright, I'm gonna mix that up a little bit. How did your icing turn out, April? I am not sure. I've never not put like a milk or a cream into a cream cheese frosting like that. So I am curious if yours came out really thick or what. So we've got our caramel rolls in our oven baking right now. Oh, they look so good, you guys. So good. Okay, so to make our caramel, I will go over to my recipe. So we need half a cup of butter, half a cup of light brown sugar, and a third cup of heavy cream. So we're gonna melt the butter in a saucepan. I do use salted butter for this. Not too thick, it was good? Good, I'm glad. So, all right, you guys, so we're gonna put half or a stick of butter. I'm all over the place right now. Yes, sweetie. So I'm doing half a cup of salted butter. Okay, sweetie, I will let you out in just a second. I'm gonna move you guys over here to join me on my stove. All right, so we're gonna do a stick of salted butter. That's our cinnamon rolls, you guys. Half a stick of butter. Oh yeah. You guys, that cream cheese frosting worked out really well. Let's see if I can. Woo! Hello. All right. Did I lose you? No. Okay. Let's, remember when you open it away from your face. I'm just gonna check and see if these need 5 more minutes or if they are done. Oh yeah, those are good to go. All right. I've got you guys a little crooked, but there they are. Yummy, 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 yummy. Yummy, yummy. All right, so I have those out of the oven. Don't forget to turn your oven on. And I have this cream cheese icing ready to go. I am gonna let the caramel roll or the cinnamon rolls cool down a little bit before I put this frosting on them, just a little bit so that it doesn't just completely melt away. It looks like I do have a little bit of butter still left. All right, so right now, if you're just tuning in, I'm gonna fix you guys. Sorry for being so crooked. There we go. All right, so we're gonna melt this up. Half a stick, Kingston, honey. All right, sorry, I had to let my kid out of the living room again. The gate got shut. Okay, so we've got a stick of butter. We need a cup of light brown sugar and a cup of heavy whipping cream. All right, so we need a cup of brown sugar and a cup of heavy whipping cream. How is everybody doing? Okay. Let's get our whisk going. So once this butter is melted up, we are going to add our brown sugar and our cream. So we do a cup of brown sugar and a third of a cup of heavy cream. We we are going to melt our butter, add the brown sugar, heavy cream, whisk constantly over medium heat until the sugar is dissolved. Bring it to a boil, allow it to boil for 3 minutes, but no more than 3 minutes. If you boil it for more than 3 minutes, it either burns it or it gets like really, really hard and isn't a yummy, luscious caramel. So, our cinnamon rolls are out of the oven, you guys. If you want to see them again, I can lift them up. Let me know. So, our butter is melted. We are going to do a cup of light brown sugar. Pack it in there. Get a full cup. Cup of brown sugar. Try not to plop it over the edge like I did. Let's get it cleaned up a little bit. That. And a third cup of cream. All right. So break up our brown sugar. Pour our cream in there. All right, you guys, if you're just tuning in with me, I am making a caramel sauce to put over my cinnamon rolls. I provided a cream cheese icing recipe, and that is traditional with cinnamon rolls. I love caramel rolls, and I was interested to see if I could convert this cinnamon roll recipe into a caramel roll recipe. So we are going to stir this on medium heat until the sugar dissolves. You're welcome, Bree. I mean, it's super easy. If you are a baker, more than likely you have all the ingredients in your house right now to make these. I didn't have to buy anything. The only thing I was short on was cinnamon, but I have a cinnamon sugar that I used instead. But other than that, milk, sugar, flour, salt, baking powder, butter, all of it you probably have in your house. Super, super easy to make. Super delicious. April, I think, agrees, and so does her family and friends. Super, super easy, super yummy. So, we did our giveaway. 3 of them, you guys. 3 giveaways. How awesome was that? And we were super close to doing 4. We were really close to 50. We did hit 50 at one point. It dropped down. So I want to give a big thank you. I want to say Dawn. Dawn, if you are still watching me, you did it. I think you put us over the edge in a good way during my video when you shared to all those groups. And I really appreciate it, you guys. That's all you need to do, and I can do the rest. I will explain who I am. I will explain what I'm doing here. My page hopefully speaks for me in volumes in a good way of what I'm doing, why I'm doing it, what to expect. I'm pretty laid back. I'm pretty easy. I pick laid back and easy recipes. Our crock pot recipes have been super easy, super simple. I do need to post my picture from last night with our salsa chicken. My boys ate peanut butter and jellies last night. They were done with Mommy's crock pot meals. But I ate it. I made a burrito out of my salsa chicken, and it was so yummy and so delicious. All right, so we are going to just kind of whisk this constantly until that sugar dissolves and this comes to a boil. We're only going to let it boil for 3 minutes. So when this starts to boil, you guys need to keep an eye on it and keep track of the time because we don't want it to boil for any longer than that. This caramel recipe, thanks Lacey. I bought it from my friend Crystal, that group that I added you to. Got this hat from that. Super cute, super cool. Love my high pony hat. So what I like about this caramel recipe is you can make it ahead of time. You let it cool and you store it in a glass jar and keep it in your fridge like a regular ice cream topping, and it will keep for a week or more. So if you know that you need it, I make this caramel when I do my Better Than Sex cake because it calls for caramel topping. I always make this. I think it makes a huge difference whenever I've made my cake. People really, really love it because of my homemade caramel sauce, and I use homemade whipped cream in my Better Than Sex cake, and I actually do a brown sugar whipped cream instead of a regular one. So We want this sugar nice and dissolved up. And you can usually tell that it has granules. It's going to start to boil. And we're going to let it boil for 3 minutes. And then we're going to turn it off. And we're either going to store it in a glass container, or in my case, I'm going to let it cool a little bit, but not too long. And then I am going to put it on my cinnamon rolls. If anybody is just tuning in or missed it, our cinnamon rolls are out of the oven. I would think so, April. Yeah, as long as you let it cool down and drizzle it over the popcorn, it won't get super, super hard. It won't turn into like a kettle corn kind of thing, but it will be super, super yummy. Super delicious caramel. So yummy. Sorry, this little piece of yummy, you guys. Yummy, 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 yummy. I am also going to I'm going to take these caramel or cinnamon rolls out of the pan to show you how neat the parchment paper trick is, so that you don't have to struggle. And I did not have to turn this caramel up. It is on medium heat. It comes to a boil on its own at medium. You don't need to crank it up. You need that time from the time you put all that stuff in to the time that it boils to dissolve your sugar. So don't rush it. Don't turn the heat up. Let it do its thing. Keep an eye on it. It will boil over if it gets too hot too fast. So keep stirring it. Keep it from burning. Keep it from sticking. We've got another 1.5 minutes. I'm going to lift it up for a second so it doesn't get too crazy over here. It's so yummy, you guys. I'm so excited. My mouth is watering. So, thank you guys for hanging out with me. If you want a giveaway, I saw, April, you sent me your address. I'm super excited. I haven't picked what I'm going to give out, but our last giveaway, I'm hoping Chris, our Charity, gets her gift card soon from Longhorn Steakhouse is the restaurant she picked, and I gave her a $60 gift card to Longhorn Steakhouse and a set of the mixing bowls that I have, the metal ones with the anti-slip grip on the bottom of them with the matching lids. Good morning, Robin. How are you? This is the first time I've seen you tune into my shows live. What are you up to? We made cinnamon rolls. Yummy, yummy cinnamon rolls. Super easy, super yummy cinnamon rolls. I am going to do a little twist on my cinnamon rolls, and I am going to see if I can make them caramel rolls, because like I said, I hate making dough for things, and I hate trying to make caramel rolls, but I love them. So if this recipe can be switched to a caramel roll, I will be really excited. The only difference is if I do this next time, and if you want to do strictly caramel rolls next time, because I want to be able to do either one, the cream cheese frosting or the caramel, I baked it as is. But, April, if you ever want to make these and you want to try a caramel roll, when you, so you know how we sprinkled the bottom with the brown sugar and the cinnamon? Instead of doing that, you would have already made your caramel sauce, okay? And you will pour it into the bottom of your pan, and then set your caramel rolls in them, or your cinnamon rolls in that caramel, and then you'll bake it, okay? So if you're going to do that, I would say that's how you would do it. I haven't done it yet, so don't mark my words. I'm not sure if 400 for 20 minutes is too hot for the caramel or not, but I'd have to look at my actual caramel roll recipe. But that could be a nice variation. So what you would do when they were all done is you would flip them over out of your pan so that the caramel is on the top. So that's how you kind of do caramel rolls. That's what you would do. You would take a pan and flip it over while they were still warm so that they weren't stuck to the pan, and you'd have your caramel drip down into them. So if you ever want to make that change, that's what I would recommend. So Tracy, with these bowls, the lids work really well. The only time I've had popping off issues is when I put a piping hot dish of meal in them and try to put this plastic lid over the top. Yes, it doesn't want to to stick down in it. But I haven't had any other issues when I put icing, frosting, cold things into it and I seal it with the lid. What you do, you push the lid down with your hand in the middle and you lift the corner up and push it down and it causes a nice seal. The only time I've had an issue was just the other day. I stuck my whole baked ziti from the crock pot in it, and with all that steam and that heat pushing up on it, it wouldn't seal until it cooled off. The brand name, I don't know what the brand name is that my mom bought. It was an Amazon brand. I did notice when I bought them for charity, there were a couple different companies, a couple different brands, a couple different things. So I just went with ones that had the best reviews and the highest stars, but they all seemed to look the same. So that's the only thing I would say is if anybody was having issues with the lids, temperature change was the only issue that I faced. Is you can't seal it hot. It has to cool down first. So here we are. Our caramel is done. I'm super excited. Please be careful. It's really, really tempting to try it, but it is so hot, you guys. The caramel is piping hot, and what's worse is if you try to taste it and it's too hot, that caramel is going to stick to your mouth, stick to your tongue, stick to your cheek, stick to your lips, and you won't be able to get it off and you will burn yourself. So please, as hard as it is, just wait for it to cool down before you try it. So that's it, you guys. Cinnamon rolls are done. Delicious. Look at that. Yummy, 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 yummy. Golden brown. Delicious yumminess. So they are done. This worked perfectly. Pulling this out just like that, you guys. And my cinnamon rolls are out and with a clean dish. But thanks for hanging out with me. If you want a giveaway, please send me your information. April, yours looked good too, so I'm excited. Send me your information if you won. Thanks for hanging out with me today. We did quick and easy cinnamon rolls with no yeast or rising. We did our giveaways. And I made some caramel sauce. And have an awesome weekend, you guys. Thank you.